But anyhow, first promotion tonight, and we'll take more time with this one, but then otherwise, I don't want you guys to think, if you don't know us, this isn't a belt factory. This is 40 years in the making. So even though you're going to hear a lot of names and a lot of people being honored, it's well-deserved and long overdue. Especially the first one. Come on up here, Bob.
Just real quick.
Just real quick, and I know this will mean a lot to a lot of people, okay? So there's been a lot of people involved in this over the last several months, okay? But with all that being said, and I know this will mean a lot to a lot of people, but Steve Mackey, he's been also involved, okay? And he's blessed everything that we're doing here tonight. And we've a couple of us have talked to him over the last couple of days. He really wishes he could be here, but unfortunately that is not an easy thing for him, okay? So maybe next time, we can get him here to be with us. But I wanted everybody to know that he's also blessed everything that we're doing. So he's in the game with us as well, okay?
Yes. For sure. And honestly, that was a lot of our motivation. We wanted to honor Steve. We wanted Steve to be here. We did everything we could to get him, and it was just didn't work out this time. But we called him. He keeps saying, "Well, thank you for keeping us." No, Steve, you're the reason we all got what we did. You're the man. So we always honor him. And I had a good joke, but I just forgot it. And that's probably because one of you guys hit me too much. So Mark was senior to Steve, but we did Steve's. And now tonight, this is starting with Mark Payne. Before I call up, I'm not high enough ranked for Mark Payne, but Marietta said I should say more. I did get to speak, thank you, Patty, at Mark's memorial, and we were going to show a video, and we decided we'll cry, okay, because we love him so much. But what really, if I would show a video, it would be, and I would give a speech, it would be just stealing from Steve Mackey, as we all have, when he gave that talk at your dojo, Steve, when Tran had Steve put in the Hall of Fame, Karate Hall of Fame, and we all gathered to celebrate it. And Mark gave a speech about how great a fighter was, how great a person Steve was, everything. But then at the end, he says, and what I'm most proud of is his character, that his ingredients in his heart are love, joy, peace, kindness, patience, gentleness, faithfulness, goodness, self-control. And that was Mark Payne. Unless you pissed him off. Which all of us were smart enough to. But he had that patience. And like I said, I can't say enough about Mark. I actually been trying to write a book about him. It just means that much. But we'll have a little bit for you guys to do that. But I want to start by recognizing him. And there's next is Bob Wall and Ray McCallum. Please come up, because what we have here are the two top guys, really from the Pat Burleson organization. Bob's on the group, and Bob is best friends with Mr. Harrison, Pat Burleson, Bruce Lee, all the guys for years, and then he'll be friends with anybody. He loves people. Ray McCallum, baddest guy. One of my guys said, I Googled him and I read for 3 or 4 hours, and I still hadn't run out of articles and magazines and how many he fought, won over 400 tournaments, etc. So I'm going to defer to them because they have the rank, the authority, they're respected worldwide, and it's really a blessing for us to get to work out with Bobby, know him not just as the badass in the movies, but he's a real martial artist. And he's a martial artist first. He said, I'm not an actor, martial artist. Do it, and he's great at it. So as a top director there, he has the rank and authority. This is signed by him and Pat Burleson, and then Ray McCallum. Are you on here? Ray McCallum. So Ray has, he met Mark. Did you ever meet Mark? He's kind of like the Hagler Hearn. So I will let you guys do the presentation, and you want to say anything about Mark, and we'll go. I'll let both of you, and then we need Patty to psych up because you got to come up.
So what we're really showing is the respect. If you look at the amazing martial artists, particularly right there, here, over there's just more amazing martial artists in this room than you ever see in a 10,000 gathering. And we've got a former world champion female. We've got mother-in-law of James, Hartley, who I'm a huge fan of, and she's over 29. She's been a black belt a long time, and I think this woman, would you stand up, Helen? This is an amazing martial artist. Woman teaches severely challenged people, children. I so admire that. I so admire what you do. Thank you. You're amazing. So anyway, we are here to promote the great Mark Payne to 9th degree black belt. Long overdue, well deserved. A great man, a great martial artist. So I know that little Ray has something to say.
Well, I'm just proud to be here, and Mark, you know, we had a battle. He was my brother, and I don't know how you.
I knew that had to happen, but I wasn't going to do it.
Anyway, yeah, it's an honor to be here for Mark, but to be amongst family, you know, family that we don't have in Texas, even though we're connected in a different way, and everybody loves each other. Here's true one style family, you know, and I'm really impressed. I've always been impressed. Mark impressed me. Well, I was here the first time.
More than one way.
Exactly. But you know, Sean, you know, we go back to when it first started for me. I mean, the very first year I was in karate, me and him, he had to beat me up and everything, but I kept coming back, so here I am. And you know, all these guys, you know, all these guys that I met this week, especially, you know, you're my family too now, you know. So I'm just proud to be here and proud to be in a position to offer what I have to Mark, you know, in my honor and to his honor, because he gave it back to me hard upside the head. And I enjoyed it. I love him and I love y'all. And
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you. And here we have Mark Payne's family. All of his family members. You should be very proud of what you created. And we're proud to promote the long overdue 9th degree to Mark Payne.
Sing! Hey everybody, close your ears. I'm going to sing, I guess. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask the family to come.
All the pains.
Frank, would you mind? I'll do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Trying not to cry, but it's a very humbling.
Microphone.
Hold it high.
It's very humbling to be amongst everybody and to honor Mark. But he was one of a kind. He had a great family, and his family included everybody. And I want to thank everybody that put this together, because it takes a lot. People don't understand what it takes to do something like this. These two have always put things together. George Clark keeps everybody going, keeps everybody together. And Mark, I believe, was a humble person. He loved the Lord, and when I married Mark, had a disabled child, Michael, which was his son, and Helen Dugan. I believe our son was your first student, and Michael made it pretty high up in rank to his best ability. And that's why I kind of love martial art, because Mark always believed you do the best to your ability. You know, we've got some heck of a fighters here, you know, but we have a lot of dedicated people that move through the ranks. And Mark always believed to do the best of your ability. But Mark was a heck of a fighter, you know. He's a lover and a fighter. And so much we could all say probably about Mark. And kind of lost for words. But I want to thank everybody for being part of Mark's life. He loved you all. And he's up in heaven now with Jim Harrison. They're building that dojo in the sky, as they say, and getting ready for the rest of us, which we all will be someday. And without his father, Frank, none of this would have happened, because he took him to every fight around the United States. His brother Jeff was the one that would first shot out, Jeff had you. And this one over here, the young brother,
Forgotten Payne.
Forgotten Payne, he's done a lot in his life also. And I just want to thank everybody. It's hard to be up here. And, because I didn't prepare something. But if you don't mind, I would like his brother Jeff and Doug to say something about it.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit, and you'll probably find out real quick I probably fought too much. But, you know, how this all started is really kind of funny. Mark had a 16th birthday coming up, and it was a big secret. Nobody could know what that 16th birthday was going to be. And as it turned out, that he had talked to my dad, and they got together, and he decided he wanted to take karate lessons. And my dad, being the type of guy he was, he just didn't settle for the first place. He talked around, and he said, hey, Bushido-Kai is the place you need to go to. And it was really kind of ironic, because it was back in the age when Mark first started taking lessons. You know, he was smart enough that too many people, when they first start taking karate, they want to go out and they want to tell everybody, and it's the worst thing you can do. You want to keep it quiet for a while till you learn what you're doing, and then they can find out for themselves what you've been doing. But and I was one of them too. You know, it was back in those days. You know, and I was kind of, when he first started taking kind of karate, you know, I was kind of getting back, going, hey, you know, and all these crazy things. And then one day he spun around and kicked me in the stomach. And I go, wow, that's pretty good, you know. So about 6 months after Mark started taking karate, I got into judo, because I was going to wrestle in high school, and I thought that would be a lot more beneficial to me. But Mark and my dad always kidded me about this. I was going out winning all these judo tournaments and getting these 6-inch trophies, and Mark was winning all the karate tournaments and getting these 4-foot high trophies. So I decided real quick that he was in the wrong sport. And I remember one day that we were over at the in Mission, the tune shop, and we'd have a judo class, and then after the judo class we'd have the karate. And I was doing pretty good in judo. And Mr. Harrison, you know, could see that I had a lot of potential, so he saw me sitting around after my judo class. Mark had his karate class, and I just sit there and just, God, why I wanted to be out there so bad. And he walked up to me one day and goes, well, if you're just going to sit here on your ass, you might as well get out of here. And so I did, and I fell in love with it after that. But, you know, it's the thing about the karate tournaments, it was so good having a brother like my brother, because you know, we used to go out every month. We get all these local karate magazines. They'd have all the rankings in there. And when Mark would go to a karate tournament, I always knew he was going to be in the finals. He was always one of the top. But you know, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And I really miss my brother. But anyway, thank you all. I'm going to pass this on to somebody else.
Well, I won't be hopefully as long-winded as Jeff on that one, but the funny thing is, my wife Angie, she hasn't been around. They were getting out of karate, the full contact phase, so she only knows Mark as the well-spoken, gentle giant, humble Mark. So she doesn't understand the brotherhood, whether you see each other every day or years of all the things everybody's been through. But Mark would be very honored that you guys are here. He was so humble that he didn't think he had the friendship that he'd be overwhelmed that over 500 people came to his funeral service. And I don't think he really realized how many lives he touched. But we're very humble too as a family that you guys are willing to recognize him. And we thank you.
I'm going to pass. The boys have said it all. Thank you.
All right, we need a Hartley. We have the head Hartley.
You need me to tell you what to do.